everybody, and welcome to the episode number 15 of the Travel Like a Legend podcast, brought to you by the JBL Travel Group, your one stop source for the best prices and promotions available for cruises, all inclusive resorts, and escorted tours. To find out more, please visit our website at jbltravelgroup.net. I'm your host, Joe Leo, and today I am going to talk about the Westin Hotel in Fort Lauderdale. It's the Westin, actually, Fort Lauderdale Beach Resort, and I'm also going to talk about Hollywood Hot Glass. So if you listened to the last episode, episode number 14, then you know that Sue and I just returned from Fort Lauderdale, where we were on a 3-day trip sponsored by Visit Lauderdale in conjunction with Travel Weekly magazine, because we were named the 2024 Sunshine Ambassadors. We were there to experience everything that the Lauderdale area had to offer. And as always, I've always told my clients that this is a perfect location for pre and post cruise stays, whether you're sailing out of Fort Lauderdale or Miami. But during this trip, we also learned a lot about the area and why it's a perfect vacation spot for your next family vacation, a group getaway, a destination wedding, honeymoon, or even a romantic getaway. So day number 2 of our trip started out with breakfast at the Westin Fort Lauderdale Beach Resort. And then we took a tour of the hotel. And then we went over to Hollywood Hot Glass before we headed over to the Diplomat Beach Resort for lunch and a hotel tour. So I'll be talking about the Diplomat in episode 16 next week, so it's not that much to cover in this episode because there's a lot to say about the Diplomat. So let's get started. So we left the Kimpton Shorebreak Hotel, which is where we were staying, and got into some golf carts and headed towards the beach. And when we arrived at the Westin, we were greeted by Lori Johnson, who's the director of sales and marketing for that resort, and also Paula Hodges, who is the executive meeting manager. They escorted us outside to the restaurant where we had breakfast overlooking A1A and the beautiful Atlantic Ocean. And then after breakfast, we took a tour of the hotel. Now, the Westin is located just steps on the Atlantic Ocean. It has 432 rooms in a variety of configurations to accommodate everything from couples to families. And the Westin is also pet friendly for our furry friends. It has a beautiful heated outdoor pool, which has a uniquely designed walkway from the pool deck over the top of A1A that will take you right down onto the beach, so you don't have to cross A1A. The Westin is located in the heart of a lot of shopping and restaurants, but the hotel itself also features some fantastic restaurants where you can dine both indoors or outdoors, and you can discover some really fresh, satisfying food that appeals to just about every taste. There's a laid-back poolside dining and on-the-go coffee shop, as well as you can enjoy a quiet meal in your own room with their 24-hour in-room dining menu. So you could choose from Lona Cucina, which features Mexican-style dishes prepared by the renowned chef Pablo Salas. You can also have lunch and dinner at the Waves Bar and Grill, which is out there by the pool. There's also Tinta, which is a popular choice among the hotel guests and locals for breakfast, in addition to a Starbucks coffee shop and a Lavazza grab-and-go coffee cafe. So while you are at the Westin, you can also enjoy their newly renovated 6,500 square foot spa and take advantage of their 24-hour fitness studio. So while we were there, they were still doing a lot of renovations to the spa, but it should be done in the next month or two. But it was absolutely gorgeous. I just can't imagine what it's going to look like when they finish some of those renovations. If you're into health and wellness, you'll be delighted to know that they have beachside cycling, seaside yoga, as well as a HIIT and Zumba class. All of that with a beautiful view of the Atlantic Ocean. So That's the beach resort, the Westin Beach Resort in Fort Lauderdale, and an excellent tour, excellent breakfast. We had a great morning there. After breakfast, we headed over to Hollywood Hot Glass. Now, here we had the opportunity to work hand in hand with one of their professional instructors and learn about the art of glass blowing, and we had the opportunity to make our own glass pieces. I made a tropical fish, complete with the lips and the fins, which we crafted separately and then attached it to the body of the fish under some really intense heat. It was a cool process. And my wife Sue went through a similar process, and she made a sea turtle. We both made them in a tropical blue and green color to match the nautical decor of our home, and both pieces are now sitting on our dining room break front. The studio is located in Hollywood, Florida, just a little bit south of Fort Lauderdale, and they offer live demonstrations and both private and group classes. And there's also a few of them actually on celebrity cruise lines where they offer live demos and give you the opportunity to register for your own hot glass classes. Excuse me, at different times during your itinerary, and you can work with a hot glass instructor to create your own piece while you're on the cruise. The owner and the founder of Hollywood Hot Glass, Brenna Baker, was also part of the Netflix series Blown Away, which is all about blown glass artists and the last one surviving the contest. It's a cool show, so check it out on Netflix. It's called Blown Away. Brenna, I'm sorry, was part of season number 3, so if you want to check her out. This was really a very exciting and interesting experience, and as we watched our glass pieces come to life, and it's something I highly suggest that you check out the next time that you're in the Fort Lauderdale area. And then after that was over, we headed over to the Diplomat Beach Resort for lunch, a tour of the hotel, and a day of relaxation, which I'm going to talk about in the next episode, next week, episode number 16, because there's just so much to tell you about this beautiful hotel. In the meantime, I want to thank you for tuning in to episode number 15 of the Travel Like a Legend podcast, brought to you by the JBL Travel Group. And if you have any questions about travel, whether it's about insurance or the best cruise lines to go on or the best all-inclusive resorts, or you're thinking about planning a destination wedding and don't know where to start, or a family reunion or vacation, give me a call or drop me an email at jbltravelgroup@gmail.com. Thank you again and enjoy the rest of your day.